Mark Raymundi for MMAfighting.com here at Bellator 206 Media Day with Gegard Mousasi, who defends his middleweight title against Rory MacDonald on Saturday at SAP Center. Gegard, a lot is being made of the size advantage of this fight. You obviously have experience fighting at 205. Rory is coming up from 170. Does that matter at all?
I will have 10 pounds over him. It could be a factor, but determination, game plan, how you train for the fight, how Rory fights. If it's mainly a stand-up fight, that 10 pounds not gonna count. But if it's a lot of clinching, if it's a lot of me on top of him, yeah, it will be a factor. But we've seen Kevin Gastelum, he's fighting for the middleweight belt now. So GSP won against Michael Bisping. So weight doesn't necessarily say that you're gonna win.
When you faced off with him for the first time, did you feel like there was an advantage there? You were the taller man, obviously. You may have the reach advantage.
Not really. I don't look really big. He's a big welterweight. I'm not. So, like I said, 10 pounds. I will have the reach advantage, and feel like I just have to feel him out. But I'm definitely gonna be the stronger guy.
He's coming up from welterweight. He's the welterweight champion, and he's challenging for your belt. And it almost seems like more of a win-win for him, because even if he loses, he can go back down and challenge and fight for his belt. He's going to be in the tournament. What is the win for you? What is the upside for you in taking this fight?
Well, he has also stuff to lose. His health, his pride. No one wants to have a loss. Obviously, he has more to gain. He can become double champion. But for me, I have also a lot to gain. Rory is a big name. A win over him would do a lot for my career. Because of him, it's a super fight. So for me, it's a good fight. I have to defend my belt anyway. If it's against Rory or Lyoto or Machida, it doesn't matter. Obviously, with Rory, it makes up to be a big fight. So I got a lot to gain also, but obviously he has more to gain.
Do you like the direction that Bellator is headed in? It seems like they have a lot of momentum right now with this fight, and then in a couple weeks they have the semifinals of the heavyweight Grand Prix, doing the Hawaii show. Just big fights coming up for Bellator. Is it in a good spot right now?
100%. They're going to Hawaii. They're going. The welterweight tournament is beginning. I look forward to that. So many great fights. Chael Sonnen versus Fedor, Ryan Bader versus Matt Mitrione. Big names, big fights. It's going the right way, and the zone deal. I think Bellator is going the right direction.
Do you think that one can make the argument that this fight on Saturday could be between the best welterweight in the world and the best middleweight in the world? Could that argument be made, do you think?
I don't know. He has a win over the welterweight champ. I could have been a contender and fought Whitaker, but I feel like I would have had a good chance because style-wise. So it's one of the best middleweights versus the best welterweights, pound for pound. If I go in that direction, if I lose, people are gonna come and kill me about that. I just fight and I need to win my fight. I don't, but the best fighter. It doesn't make sense. I just need to be the best fighter on 29. After that, 30th September, someone else can be the best.
How much do you pay attention to what's going on in the UFC in the middleweight division at all?
I watch sometimes the fights. If they're big fights, I watch it. Yeah, for sure. But obviously, not so much. I'm now focusing more on the Bellator middleweight because they're all coming after me, and I have to look to see who is the next contender and what they present. So, but I do watch sometimes. Yeah.
Do you watch thinking like, I may have gotten a title shot already, I could be challenging for the belt or winning the belt right now?
No, because I'm satisfied here. I fought for the belt. I'm fighting Rory. I can go up a division. I get all the opportunities that I didn't get, I feel, in UFC. And of course, I sometimes think, it would have been nice to fight Whitaker for the belt and win that belt too. But obviously, I'm satisfied. I have nothing to complain.
One of the guys who might be coming for your belt now is Lyoto Machida. He fights in December in Hawaii. You have this fight against Rory. Is that a possible next challenger, you think?
100%, but Lyoto is the next contender. If I fight and I win, I would like to face him and then fight Machida if he wins in April. Because I don't want to wait 6 months till he fights and then another 4 months till we get to fight. So if he wins, we fight him in April. I would love to have that fight. But with a lot of drug testing, let's see how he shows up the next fight. If he has a six-pack, because he didn't have that on with Fito Belfort. Let's see how he shows up.
Would you press Bellator to do some more advanced?
Blood, urine test, everything.
USADA maybe?
I don't know if they're gonna, the commission that's gonna, if it's California, I hope the California commission does that.
So you're saying you'd actually want to fight before, sooner than when Machida might be ready after this fight?
Because Machida is fighting December, and then I have to wait another 4 months. It's gonna take me out for 6 months. I can, meanwhile, fight Lyoto, and then 3-4 months later, fight Machida.
What is you've accomplished a lot in MMA, and now you're doing these super fights in Bellator, and there are contenders for you. What is left for you? What are the goals you still want to attain here?
Defend my belt a couple times, maybe light heavyweight, finish my contract, and quit fighting.
Soon, maybe?
Yeah, 3 more fights after this, and I'm gone.
Really? We're gonna lose you?
Yeah, I think so. I think people. I'm not saying that for contract negotiation. People think I'm already setting it up for that, but I just want to. Depends. I cannot say it from now, but the plan is to retire. But if I keep winning easy, no injuries, I could go on another 3 fights. But the end is coming.
I want to ask you about something. It seems like Strikeforce career, early UFC career, you were much more guarded with the media. And in the last maybe 2 or 3 years, it seems like you don't care anymore. You're just showing your personality. You're saying whatever you feel. Is that accurate?
Before I was talking a little bit like Whitaker. Yeah, I respect my opponent. I hope to win. You know, no one is waiting for that. I just give more my opinion. And if I feel like someone cheated, and I feel like I see it, I have felt it when I fought someone, I'd rather say it than just keep quiet mouth. People gonna give me crap about that, but they haven't faced that guy. You know, I've faced guys, and then next fight they get popped for steroids. So I'm more vocal.
Do you like this better than the guarded old Gegard?
It's the same thing. If I talk, they hate me. If I don't talk, they hate me. It's always 50-50. I cannot please anyone. They look at my face. Some of them like me. Some of them they just get annoyed. You know, you can't satisfy everybody.
Have you heard the nickname Mousasi? Have you heard this?
The Moose. Yeah, I read it before on the forums. I keep an eye on the forums sometimes. It's funny.
Thank you, Gegard.
No problem.
Appreciate it, man.